Hello everyone, welcome to the Java classes. Today we are on the day 7. So today we are going to discuss a brand new topic. I assume that all of you have typed and executed the previous day programs, and I also assume that all the students who are attending my class, so you have installed the software. So my recommendation for you people is do revise the things and attend the classes so that I will get the complete clarity on the concepts what I was going to explain in the class. So let me start off with the discussion now quickly. So today the topic that I'm going to discuss happens to be, I would like to tell it as one of the important topic in any programming language if you take. So I would like to consider this happens to be the data type. So what is this data type? What is the definition? What are the different types of data types available? Why data type is required? Where it will be used? How to make use of data type in the programming language? All those things in detail I'm going to discuss in this particular class. So before starting this, by seeing the word, if you want to study anything, the simple way is to study the thing happens to be. So go by its English meaning. So by seeing this itself, you can see. So you have two words. One is data, one is type. If I ask in general terms, forget about this type. If I ask you, what do you mean by data? What is your answer? Few people will tell it as values. Yeah, few people are telling it as information. Yeah, I was taking this database also, the SQL, the Oracle database and the MySQL database as well. That is also one of the course, the database. So in that, what do you mean by data means in the introduction class itself, we used to tell like this. So the data is nothing but the facts and figures. Yes or no? So all of us, so we are not physical persons in reality in front of government or in front of a nation. So we are just a data. Just look at yourself, you are filled up with so much of data. So you have a birth certificate, you have a marks card, so you have a driving license, you have a voter ID, you have a ration card, you have a PAN number. So maybe if you're going for a job, you'll get the salary slip. So whatever the things around you, everything is a data about yourself. Correct, right? So data we are going to collect as a facts and figures. Your phone number, or maybe your photos, or maybe everything around you. So with respect to you, so whatever you are going to generate is the data. Without the data, so people will not consider as alive itself. So to that extent, data is very very important today. So we are going to call it as facts and figures. That is the collection of facts and figures only. We are going to call it as database. If you store it in some place, that is what we are going to call it as database. Anyways, I am not interested to discuss with respect to the database now. Our focus will be on data type. So let us see what is this data type. Type, it is telling what type of data is what it is going to tell in the data type. So in simple words, if I want to tell, so government has been classified as depends on the maybe the income, or maybe depending on the education status, depending on the caste, depending on the language that we are going to speak. So depending on all these things, so government is going to give some type. Oh, these people are from southern India, these people are from north India, or maybe these people from certain kind of background. So like that they are going to assign some type, right, for us. So in the same way, so in the programming also, when you're going to enter some data, the facts and figures, that point of time you're going to assign some type for the variables, or you're going to assign some type for the data. That is what we are going to call it as data type. How I'll demonstrate today in this class. But quickly let me ask you this question. So you people, if you are attending from my day one classes, I have told you the important hardware components that is required for our discussion happens to be the microprocessor and the memory devices. The primary memory devices happens to be the RAM. So I would like to consider the RAM. So this is my RAM. So I would like to name this one. Let me tell it as this happens to be the RAM, the primary memory. So if RAM is there, only girls should answer this question. I don't want boys to answer for this particular question. Only girls should answer. Can any girl in the group, can you tell me that what is your laptop configuration? What is your laptop configuration? Any answer from your side? Majority of the girls, I'm not telling everyone, but majority of the girls, they'll be not knowing the configuration of their laptop. So that's why I asked this particular question to the girls itself. If I ask for the boys, they will tell somehow, they'll do some extra fittings, they'll do something and all with their laptop. So they will answer. In that, if you go to any laptop showroom, to buy a brand new laptop, you tell the configuration, how much RAM you want, how much hard disk you want, what type of processor you want. So all those things you will be telling to that person, and which operating system you want, which version you want in that. So depending on that, you will tell you the best suitable laptop. So in the same way, if I ask, can you tell me what is the RAM size in your laptop? Okay, so few people are telling that, sir, in my laptop it is 4 GB. So few people are telling it as it is 8 GB. Let me consider an average. I would like to consider this happens to be the memory device. So I would like to consider the memory device, and they are telling that, sir, I'm currently having 8 GB of RAM. So let me consider this happens to be the 8 GB. So if it is a 8 GB, so here where you should be very careful. So what is this GB means? That is what you should be understanding today. I would like to consider as 8 gigabytes. I would like to consider it as 8 gigabytes. Somewhere you have heard this word called as bytes. Can you recall from my previous classes? Yeah, in my previous classes already I've spoken about this. The data which is present on the hard disk is called as what? It is called as file. In the same way, the data which is present on the RAM is called as what? Bytes. The data present on the microprocessor is called as what? Register. Yes, so this is bytes. Are you getting my point? The memory that is present, the data that is present on the RAM is what we are going to call it as bytes. How many bytes is there? So that is what it is telling, gigabyte. So if I want to give you the correlation, I would like to tell it as this is nothing but, so into 8 into, let me take it as x. Okay, 8 into, so it is 10 to the power of 9. So I would like to tell it as apostrophe and 9. So consider this as 10 power 9. So I would like to tell it as these many bytes are there. And not only this, so what do you mean by a byte? That is what you're supposed to understand now. Now observe carefully. What is a byte means? So inside the memory, you'll be having something like this. Sir, what is this, sir? So this is a memory block which has been divided into 8 pieces. So I would like to consider this happens to be the first one. This happens to be the second one. So let me consider this happens to be the second one, and this happens to be the third one. So this happens to be the fourth one. So this happens to be the fifth one. This happens to be the sixth one, and this happens to be the seventh and eighth one. Is that clear for everyone? So this is what we are going to call it as a memory unit, the smallest memory unit, so let me tell it as, this is nothing but my 1 byte. So I would like to consider it as my 1 byte. But how many pieces are there here? So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, whatever the one on box you are seeing, this is what we are going to call it as a bit. So how many bits are there? Totally 8 bits are there. So totally 8 bits are there. Can I call 1 byte is equal to 8 bits? Yes. Yeah. Always, whatever the thing that you want to store it in the memory, you are supposed to store it in the form of binary itself. Binary means what? You are supposed to store the data in the form of zeros and ones. Sir, why we should store it in the zeros and ones, sir? Recall it. So the what is the technology that is used in order to create these devices? These devices are created using semiconductor technology. So these devices are created using semiconductor technology. So when you created anything with respect to the semiconductor technology, what it will understand? It will understand only, positive 5 volts and positive 5 volts and 0 volts. This is what it is going to understand. But for the computer science background students, it will be like 1 and 0. So this is how it is going to consider the data. So whatever you are going to give, whether you will give your image or the video or a game, or if you are typing something, so whatever the activity that you are going to do, ultimately if you want to store it in the memory, so it is going to convert into the zeros and ones. Is that clear? So you are supposed to store it in the form of binary. So if you are supposed to store it in the form of binary, I would like to take the example now. So let me quickly take the example. Let me consider an example for this now. So let me consider example happens to be, maybe I would like to store the number called as 10. If I want to store the number as 10, how to convert this into binary? Maybe in the school days itself, you have studied this one. So if I have 10, so what I'm going to do here, I'm supposed to divide it by 2. So let me call this happens to be, so let me divide it from 2. I'm going to tell it as you divide it from 2. So if you divide it from 2, what will happen? So it is nothing but 2 5s are 10. So let me consider it as 5. So I would like to tell it as this is 5, and whatever the remainder you are going to get, I would write it I try to write it here. So don't think this is 5 minus 0. So I am writing the answer and along with the remainder. So let me consider this and let me place it here. So after that, I'll move on with my further division. Let me consider like this, and after which let me divide this number as well. This time if I try to divide again from the 2, what will happen, you tell me? So I will take it as 2. So if I consider this happens to be 2, then what will happen immediately? So this time this is 2 2s are, so I'm going to tell it as 2 2s are 4, and the remainder happens to be 0. Is that clear for everyone? So I like to tell it as this is 2 2s are 4, and 5 is the answer, right? So the remainder happens to be 1. So let me consider this here and place it here. So 2 2s are 4, and whatever the remainder that you got happens to be 1. So in the same way, I'll go with the division process again. So until I reaches the 2 1s are. So let me put a line here. So I'm going to tell it as this time I want to consider this happens to be 2, and you can tell me the answer now. So if I tell it as it is 2 1s are 2, and whatever the remainder is there, I will try to let it as 0. Is that clear for you guys? So how you're going to convert into binary? So once you convert into binary, how you're going to store it in the memory is what now you're supposed to understand. Let me take it in this way. So I would like to consider it as you should be reading the numbers like this. From here you should start, and till up you should be taking the numbers whatever that is present here. I would like to write it here. Is that clear for everyone? So in the same way, if I supposed to write the value for this, so I would like to consider the value for this, the 10, if you are trying to convert, so you are going to write it in this format. So let me write that one here. So you tell me now, it is 1010. This is what we are going to call it as 10. So how you are going to store it here in the memory, that is what you should be understanding. So let me consider in a quick manner. So I would like to consider it as 2, and I will try to consider it as 0, and I like to tell it as this is nothing but the 2 power 0. Is that clear? So if it is 2 power 0, then it is 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the highest number here happens to be, I like to tell it as 2 power 7. I like to tell it as 2 power 2 power. Again, I like to tell it as 7. So let me put it here. So it is nothing but the 2 power 7. Is it clear for you guys? So if I want to fill it here, so I should be starting from 2 power 0. So how I am going to put the values here from the left to right, from right to left, you are going to take the values. So let me consider this one now. So I would like to tell it as this is nothing but the 0. So this is nothing but the 1, and this is nothing but the 0, and okay, so I would like to tell it as this is nothing but the 1, and this is nothing but the 0, and this is nothing but the 1. So this is how you're going to store the values with respect to the binary format, the 10, how you're going to store. So you can tell me now the remaining things now. So all the remaining things will be what? So it will be 0, here also 0, here also 0, here also 0. So this is how you're going to represent the 10. Just I'm showing you the example for the 10. So your phone number, your image, your audio file, video file, so whatever the data that is present on the computer, everything, ultimately store it in this format. But when it comes to the programming, I don't want to worry on all those stuffs. So my complete focus is on when you type a program, in the program, whatever the facts and figures you're going to write, everything is a data here. So for the data, how internally it is going to store is what you should be understanding. Now from this diagram, you came to know that, so internally, if you want to store any data, you should be converting into binary. Ultimately, you should be storing it in the form of zeros and ones. Is it clear for you guys? In order to convert into the respective binary itself, you require something called as data type. Is that clear? Yeah. So I would like to represent the memory in this format. Maybe I'll elaborate the RAM, and I would like to show it like this. So in this, whatever the one byte I've taken, so I want to represent here the one byte that I've taken, I will represent like this. Like this, so many bytes will be there in your RAM, in your memory devices. So I would like to consider like this one more. So like this, so many will be there. So ultimately, so I would like to show that, assume that this happens to be the last byte. Is that clear for you guys? So let me continue with this particular discussion. So I was telling that it is 8 into 10 power 9 bytes. Now if I multiply with respect to the bits, how many byte means? So I like to tell it as, this is 10 in 8 into, okay, 8 into 1 byte means how many bits? 8 bits. I like to tell it as into it is nothing but again 10 power 9 bits. I will tell this time bits. Okay. So if I want to calculate, this will be around 64, and followed by, you'll be having 9 zeros. I would like to tell it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So these many bits will be available in your computer if you're having the 8 GB of RAM. Is it clear for you guys? Yes or no? So why we require the data type? The data type is required in order to convert the data into binary, and if you want to store it in the memory. So why you want to store it in the binary format itself? Because you know that the device is made up of semiconductor technology, and the computer will understand only the zeros and ones. Is that clear for everyone? So the name only suggests, it is a data type. Then you may get one question in your mind saying that, sir, what are the types that are available in the data types? Type means one or more, right? So you will be having data type means, so multiple types will be there. So can you show me that how many types are there? Observe now. Let me tell you it as I will share this particular thing. So you can observe here. So these are the different data types that are available with respect to the Java programming language. So the data type has been classified into two types now. So one happens to be the primitive data type, one more happens to be the non-primitive data type. What is this word meaning? You will understand in a few minutes. So what is this primitive data type, non-primitive data type? I'll be speaking, but the primitive data type has been classified into two types. One is numeric, because the data you will enter in the form of numbers, right? And non-numeric also will be there. You're going to enter some alphabets, and you're going to tell some the true and false, all those things. So the non-numeric also is there. So when it comes to the numeric, again, you are classified into two types. One happens to be the integer, and one more happens to be the floating point. Again, if you come to the integer part, it has been classified into four types. So one happens to be byte. Just now you had seen what do you mean by byte. One byte happens to be 8 bits. So in detail, we'll be studying all these things with the examples. Now listen carefully. So byte is there. After that, the next happens to be short is there, int is there, long is there. What is the difference between all these things? You'll be understanding in today's class. Apart from that, when you come to the floating point, you have float, you have double, and in the non-numeric you have a character, so you have a boolean. So this put it together is what we are going to call it as a primitive data type. And when you come to the non-primitive data type, you have some data types like class, string, arrays, interface. So with respect to the non-primitive data type, once I done with the basic object orientation, how to create the object, how the object is created in the memory, so all those things once I've completed, then I'll speak about the non-primitive data type. But for the today's class, you'll be learning the complete primitive data type. Is it clear for you? Yeah. So quickly copy this diagram, the first one. So I would like to tell it as, let me minimize this. So let me go to the whiteboard. Yeah. Quickly take the heading as data type, and copy this one. You can pause and copy. Yeah. So after which I would like to share you the data type. So I would like to tell it as copy this one now. copy this particular chat. You can pause and copy it quickly. Done. So let me get back to the screen now. So I would like to go back to the screen. Let me enter to my whiteboard. So from this whiteboard, now I want to give some notes for you. So let me quickly give the notes now. So I would like to tell it as this happens to be what? This happens to be our day 7. So and what we are discussing actually today happens to be the very important topic that happens to be the data type. So in this data type, I would like to give some definition. So I would like to tell it as what do you mean by data type? If someone asks you, so you can tell it as data types are used data types are used to specify the values to specify the values into into the variables. So into the variables, what is this variable? Don't worry, you'll be getting it in next 5 minutes. So it helps it helps to convert it helps to convert it helps to convert what? Yeah, data into it helps to convert data into which format? It will helps to convert into the binary format. So is that clear for you guys? So what do you mean by data types? Data types are used to specify the values into the variables. So it helps to convert the data into binary format. So it helps to convert into binary format is what you already understood from the diagram. So how you are going to specify the values for the variables that particular line. So I'll be getting in next 5 minutes. So let me quickly go off with the next one. I would like to consider for the today's class happens to be nothing but primitive data type. So what do you mean by primitive data type? If someone asks, you can tell like this. So what do you mean by primitive data type? So primitive data type are nothing but it specify it specify it is going to specify the size. It is going to specify the size and the type of the it is going to specify the time and size. It is going to specify the size and type of the variable of the variable values of the variable values. Maybe when I take up the first one byte, then you will be understanding this particular meaning. And I would like to tell it as inside that the numeric data type, whatever you had seen. So I would like to tell it as in that you have the integer as well. So is classified into how many types? By seeing the diagram, you tell it has been classified into it has been classified into four types. It has been classified into four types. Which are those? The first one happens to be byte, and the second one happens to be short, and the next one happens to be is nothing but int, and the fourth one happens to be is nothing but your long. I would like to consider this happens to be long. Now one by one we are going to discuss each and everything. Is it clear for you guys? So let me consider the first one. I would like to consider it as byte. So what is this byte? How it is going to work? So how you are going to store the data into a variable? So all those things, now we'll be understanding. Now look at it carefully. So let me go back to my screen. So let me share you the screen now. So I'll go to the whiteboard. So I'll take up a new page. Now observe carefully. Yeah, now listen carefully now. So I would like to take the first one. So I would like to consider this happens to be the byte. So let me increase this particular one. So I would like to tell it as this happens to be byte. So once you have this byte, what is this byte will be understanding. But before that, let me tell you what exactly you mean by a variable. So I would like to consider this happens to be a character A. So I would like to tell it as alphabet A. Okay. So this is the alphabet, guys, for all of us from the school days. But if you attended the mathematics classes, especially in the algebra, they used to tell it as X is there, Y is there, Z is there. So can you recall that? So why they used to tell it as X, Y, Z? because consider the X happens to be one box. So inside that box, how many coins is there, or how many chocolates is there, you don't know. It is hidden. So that's why they used to tell it as, so it is X chocolates, or it is X coins. So they used to tell it as Y coins, X coins, like that they used to tell. So what do you mean by that? You don't know what is its value. So that's why they used to call it as, in the algebra, they used to call it as X and Y. So in the same way, so I want to give some values, in the future. So I don't know exactly what value I'm going to give. To hold that, I required one person. So that's why I'll take this English characters or English alphabets. And this is what we are going to call it as what? Variables. Variables means what? English word, you take English word. So variables means it will be keep on varying. Now it may be a 10, next it may be a 20, after that it may be a 25. So it will be keep on varying whenever you're going to modify the things. So it should hold the particular thing here. So if you give it as 10, the A should hold. If you give it as 20, the A should hold. So that is the meaning of the variable here. So if this is the variable, for the variable, now we are supposed to give it the data type. So I would like to tell it as byte for this first one. So I would like to consider byte for this first one. So let me consider with a different color itself, so it would be nice to see. So I would like to tell it as I would like to give the byte. So let me tell it as, I would like to tell it as byte. So you can observe now. So I would like to tell it as byte A. So what is this meaning if you ask me? So if you are taking the variable, and if you're assigning some type to it, then this particular line is what we are going to call it as declaration in the programming community. I would like to call this happens to be declaration. So this is nothing but the declaration. Once you done the declaration, what will happen next? You can give the value. So variable you have told, and you told that type of data that you are going to provide happens to be byte. So I'm going to take the next one. So in that I'm going to consider it as directly I would like to tell it as A equals 10, or I would like to tell it like this: you have a 10, the value you're supposed to give, and I'm going to store it with respect to A. I'm assigning here. Is that clear for you guys? I would like to tell it as this. So maybe if I want to tell this particular line, if you are assigning some value to the variable, this is what we are going to call it as initialization. I would like to call this happens to be initialization. So just if you are taking the variable, if you are telling the type, then it is called as what? So it is nothing but the declaration. So after that, if you're giving the value to the variable, it is called as what? So it is nothing but the installation. So let us continue with our discussion. I am my focus is not on telling what is declaration, what is initialization. Let us see what is this byte data type. Is it clear for you guys? Okay. So you may ask, sir, what is the particular size of this byte? I would like to consider the size now. So let me tell it as a size. So let me increase some little bit of font size. So I would like to tell it as the size here happens to be, so they have provided 1 byte. They have provided 1 byte. 1 byte means already you know that how many bits is given for you. Yes, exactly. So you're going to get it in the form of, 8 bits. So I would like to tell it as a range. Sir, what do you mean by this range? Range is nothing but what is the maximum number, what is the maximum data that you can store within a byte, what is the minimum value that you can store within a byte. That is what we call it as range. So I would like to tell it as, if you want to know the range, they are already given a formula for that. So what is the formula, sir? If you ask me, that is nothing but this is minus 2 to the power of, and I would like to call it as n minus 1. So I would like to call it as, this is 2 to the power of n minus 1 to 2 to the power of n minus 1 to, you have, I would like to tell it as 2, again minus plus 2 to the power of n minus 1. So I would like to tell it as you will be having 2 to the power of n minus 1. So let me put it here. So this is what they are given for us already. So if you want to know the range, what maximum value, what minimum value you can provide. So I would like to tell it as this is minus 2 to the power of n minus 1 to plus 2 to the power of minus n minus 1. And along with that, you have one more thing that is called as minus 1. So I would like to tell it as it is 2 to the power of n minus 1 minus 1. This is the range that you need to be understand here. So in order to give the maximum value, in order to give the minimum value within the byte. Is it clear for everyone? So what is the range? If someone asks you, what is the range that you're going to tell? So I would like to consider as the range happens to be from the 2 to minus 2 to the power of n minus 1 to the plus 2 to the power of n minus 1 minus 1. Is that clear? So let me consider some values now here. So I will tell it as where so the number happens to be where the number is where the number is where the number is number of number of number of bits. It's number of bits. I would like to call this happens to be n, where n happens to be the number of bits. Is it clear for you guys? Yeah. So when n happens to be the number of bits. So let us take for the one byte now. So if I want to consider it for the one byte, you know that it should be what? Minus 2 minus 2 to the power of n this time happens to be how much? So this happens to be 8 bits. So I would like to tell it as 8 minus 1. So I would like to consider this happens to be the 8 minus 1 2 2. Tell me now. Yeah, it is nothing but 2. How much? So it is nothing but minus 2 and minus 2 and again 8 minus 1 only. After that minus 1. So after that minus 1, I would like to consider that minus 1. Sir, where and all you are writing, sir? Observe now, I will place it in order. It is minus 2 to the power of uh, 8 minus 1, and minus 1 is what I am going to say. If I want to substitute this one, so maybe I'll select all these things which are available. Let me put it in order. Yeah, this is on the regular board Aram say we used to write. So here we cannot write it the power, so again I'm cutting and writing it. So observe carefully now. So let me tell you as this one. So this is 2 minus 1, 2 to the power of 8 minus 1 minus 1. So if I want to substitute, the maximum value and the mean value, I can tell like this. The minimum value that you can give it here happens to be 128 to the plus 127 you can provide. So this happens to be the range of the byte. If someone asks you, please do remember this one. So I would like to put it in a box. This is the range. So is that clear for you guys? Yes or no? If you take, if you see the first diagram, so this is 1 byte. This is 1 byte, 2 to the power of 0 to 2 to the power of 7. The maximum value that you can store here happens to be plus 127, and the minimum value that you can store happens to be minus 128. Is that clear for everyone? Yes or no? So I would like to tell you the internal implementations also, but before that, let me type and execute some of the examples so you'll get a better clarity. For that, I'll be going to the notepad now. So let me go to the notepad. Let me tell you the size first. I would like to tell it as a size. The size happens to be 1 byte, or in other words, so in the bracket I can tell it as 8 bits is what they are providing for us. And I would like to add the range here. The range happens to be, so from minus 128 to plus 127, you can add the value. So the data you can store between this particular range. So let me take some example now. So if I take some example, so let me take it as first one. So I would like to tell it as I would like to consider a variable. So after considering the variable, so I would like to tell it as a equals 8. Is that valid? Is that valid? Can I take it as 8? Is that within the range? See the number? Yes, it is within the range. I will assign it as byte. So let us check it's going to work or not. So after which let me copy this one, paste it back, paste it back, paste it back, paste it back. So let me change this one. I would like to consider this happens to be 127. So is that going to work? So what is the maximum value? 127. Yes, it should work. So after that, I would like to consider 128. Will it work? No, you're not. It is not going to work because you're going out of the boundary. So maximum value itself is 127. How you can give 128? But let us see how the JVM is going to scold for us. I would like to consider minus 128. Can you take? Yeah, you can take because it is within the range. So I would like to consider it as 35.5. If I give this, what will happen? So let us check this as well. So we'll see what are the valid things, what are the invalid things, and what are the errors that we are going to get. Is it clear for you guys, everyone? So let me copy all these things, So I would like to copy this one. So after copying it, I want to execute the program. If I want to execute the program, so let me minimize this one. Let me go to my edit plus. So in the edit plus, let me keep it aside. So day 7 is available here, which is empty. I will take it as file, new, a Java program. So you see that ready-made code is available. So in the previous classes, I used to type it in the notepad, everything we are supposed to write it. And here already the ready-made code is available. So this time I don't want to tell it as hello world. Let me remove this one. And beginning itself, we are supposed to give the class name. I would like to take it as example one. So I would like to tell it as byte example. I can take that could be the better one. I would like to take it as byte example. I would like to take it as byte example. So after taking it as byte example, you can observe now. So let me make it as caps here. So okay. So this is my byte example. So within the main function is what we are supposed to write. This I'm going to remove and make it a proper indentation. So within this, I like to consider the paste all the things that are available. You can observe now. Let me indentate it properly. So I would like to consider as indentation. So let me take all these examples and one by one. So we are going to execute. So the variable name I have taken here happens to be A. I would like to consider as A itself. Now observe carefully. I want to execute only the first one. I don't want to execute all these things. So what I'm going to do now means I'm going to comment this one. So how you are going to comment this one? Now observe carefully. So for this particular line, I'm going to tell it as a double slash. So if you tell it as double slash, so double backslash, that means immediately it will be comment. So it's not going to work, or during the compilation, it will not consider this particular line. If you tell like this, so this will be a mistake. So I would like to tell it as a double slash here as well. Double slash, you can see the color change, double slash. So only this first line is what I'm trying to execute. So you know that in the tools, if I go here in the tools, you can see that we are supposed to configure the tools. How to configure the tool in the software installation itself, already I've discussed about this. So I have taken the shortcuts for the compilation and execution, control 1 and control 2. Now what I'll be doing, I'll type on the keyboard as control 1. So if I tell it as control 1, it is asking me to save. First you save, man, later you execute. So I'm going to take the same name. So I've taken it as byte example, the same name of the class name I will take as the best practice. So I will try to consider it as the byte example. Is that clear for you guys? And I need not to tell .java here. Already you can see extension is going to take it as .java. Let me tell it as save. And after that, compilation happened immediately and it is telling no issues. And if you press any key, I will tell it as enter. So now, well, let us go for the execution. I'll tell it as control 2. See, 8 is that accepting for the byte? Yes or no? So internally, how the 8 is going to take, how it is going to convert, already I've shown you in the diagram 1 itself, how it will convert into binary, how it is going to store on the memory. So 10 is the example I've shown there. 8 also is going to store it in the same way. Is that clear for you guys? Yes or no? Yeah. So let me comment this particular thing and let me uncomment this one. So let me compile it now. So after compilation, let me execute this one. So 127 also it is taking no issues. So I'm going to comment this one and uncomment this one. Let me compile it. Yeah, when I try to compile it, this time I'm getting the scolding from the JVM saying that can you read out? Always, the JVM is going to tell you the problem and the best possible solution. So it is telling error. So it is telling that incompatible types, yeah, possible lossy conversion from int to byte, when you take it as 120 you are going out of the boundary. So when you go to out of 127, so the type cannot hold this one, byte cannot hold more than this. So you are going to tell it as possible lossy conversion. If you try to do this one, you are going to get the lossy conversion. That is what the scolding it is trying to tell us. So what I'll be doing is I'll try to copy this one. So let me copy this particular thing. So from the error I will copy. Yeah, so I will copy this one. Let us go back to the notepad. So I assume that the screen you can visible. Yeah, now listen. So I would like to tell it as this happens to be, are you getting the output for this? So I would like to tell it as this is valid. I like to tell it as this happens to be valid. In the same way, if I consider the next one, is that valid or invalid? Yeah, this is also valid. This is also valid. Next one, if I take 128, is that valid? No, right? So I would like to tell it as this happens to be invalid. Invalid. And I'd like to paste the things here. So I would like to paste the things here. You can observe now. Let me put it in a single line. So I would like to tell this is the problem. Yeah, what is the problem? Error, incompatible types, possible lossy conversion from int to byte, that is 128. So let me give 128 here. So let us see, is that valid or invalid? How many of you tell it is invalid? So I would like to tell it as this also happens to be valid. So because it is within the range. So let me go to my program. So I hope it is visible. Yeah, so let me comment this particular line. So I would like to tell it as backslash and after that 128, and I'm going to tell it as please compile it for me, and I'm going to execute minus 128, no issues. So it is a valid one. So I like to comment this one and uncomment this one. I would like to take it as 35.5. So I would like to tell it as compilation, and you can see that during the compilation itself I'm getting the scolding, and you can see that you can read it here, incompatible types, possible lossy conversion from double to byte. So what is this double and all? If you have seen the chat, so it is comes somewhere in the floating point, right? Float and double. So what is this, all those things? This particular line, if you want to understand, then you should be attending the class with respect to the typecasting. So I'll be doing the typecasting. What is typecasting? What are the types of typecasting available? So all those things I'll be doing. So in that class you'll be understanding this line. But can you give it here for the byte? So not possible. So I'll be closing this one. I'll be commenting this as well. So let me minimize this one now as of now. So let me go to the program. So I can tell it as this is also what? This is also invalid. So I would like to consider this happens to be invalid. So after considering invalid, I would like to tell it as error. I would like to tell it as error. Is that clear for you guys, for everyone? Yes or no? So like this, you can take a number of examples, and after taking the examples, you can check it out whether it is suitable for the byte or not. So let me continue with my discussion. Let me go to the screen now. So let me take you to the screen. So this is all about the byte. With respect to the byte, I want you to explain the internal implementation now. Observe carefully. So how a data is actually stored inside the byte is what I'm trying to explain now. In the previous diagram, if you see carefully, I have shown you the number as 10, and I have shown you how you are going to convert into binary, how you are going to put it inside the memory. So it was very easy task, but many of my audience, you'll be having this doubt as a student. If you're not having, I don't know, but if I am in your place, 100% I used to get this doubt. So what is your doubt, sir? Positive number, you have saved, you have stored inside the memory. So how to store this negative number, sir? How negative numbers are stored inside the memory? Now that is what I'm going to explain now. Now observe carefully. Let me consider this happens to be the internal internal implementation internal implementation internal implementation of byte. Internal implementation of byte. So let me take the example now. So I would like to consider the example happens to be, so let me consider the example. So the example happens to be, I would like to consider this time maybe the byte A. Maybe I'll try to give it as minus we know that the maximum is 128, but I want to take it as minus 113. This is the number I want to store. So if I want to store, already the procedure. So I have to put it in what? I'm supposed to put it in the byte. So if I want to put it in the byte, So 8 bits are there till from 2 to the power of 0 to 2 to the power of 7. So let me consider this one. Observe this piece of explanation carefully. This is very important. Again, I would like to consider as this is 0, 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and fifth one, sixth one and seventh and eighth one. So is that clear for you guys? So let me consider the values now. So let me tell it as I would like to consider it as a 2. Maybe I would like to consider here as a 2, and I would like to consider here also as 2, and I would like to consider here also as 2. I would like to consider here as 2. Here also I would like to consider it as 2, and in the same way I would like to tell here also as 2, and here also I would like to consider it as 2. So is that clear for you guys? The power I'll be giving it here, no worries. So I would like to consider here. So and I would like to consider this from this zone. So I would like to consider it as a 0. Maybe 7 is what I'm going to take. 7, 6. Maybe I would like to tell it as 5. I would like to tell 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2. Let me extend this one. Let me extend this one to 1 and 0. So this is what I'm trying to give. This is 2 to the power of 0, 2 to the power of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till 7 you have. This is what you will call it as 1 byte, or I will call it as 8 bits. Is that clear for you guys? And can you see this, the for me it is leftmost corner, the leftmost corner of this box. Can you see now? So I would like to consider this one. So let me consider this. So whatever you're seeing this box, this is what people are going to call it as the MSB bit. I would like to consider this one. So let me take a arrow mark here and let me show you correctly. So I would like to consider this one. So this is what people will call it as MSB bit. So I would like to consider this happens to be MSB. MSB. Sir, what do you mean by MSB, sir? MSB is nothing but the most significant bit. Most significant bit. So that is what I can tell for the MSB. Sir, what do you mean by this most significant bit? What is the duty of this? Now observe carefully. So I would like to take it in a different color. So I would like to tell it as, if in this MSB, if the value is, it will be either 0 or 1. Apart from that, no other value can be there. But if it is 0, if it is 0, then whatever the data that you have stored, that happens to be, you are going to consider it as positive data. You are going to consider it as positive data. If it is 1, if it is 1, we are going to consider it as what? We are going to consider it as negative data. Is that clear for you guys, for everyone? So what is leftmost bit is called as most significant bit, and why it is called as most significant bit? Because whatever the data that is present here, if it is 0, we will call the entire data as negative positive number, and if it is 1, we are going to call it as negative number. Is that clear? So tell me how you are going to store this minus 113. Let me explain now. I want to take the example again. So I would like to consider the value now. That happens to be a equals minus 113. A equals minus 113. When you have this negative number, first you are supposed to convert into the positive number. So how you are going to convert into the positive number? So if you want to convert into the positive number, again what you should be doing? So you should be dividing by 2. So let me consider the same procedure. So you can do the calculations now. So but I would like to consider in this format. So I would like to consider in this way. So I would like to take it in this format. So it is nothing but I can take it as 2 to the power of 6. That is nothing but 64 64 plus 32 plus 32 plus 16 plus 16 plus 16 plus 16 plus 1. So will gives me 113. Sir, how did you get this number, sir? That's what now these are now. So I would like to take 64 is nothing but your 2 power 6. I would like to consider it as 2. Maybe here also I'll be considering it as 2. Here also I'll be considering it as 2. Here also I'll be considering it as 2. Now observe carefully. So what are the values I have taken here? If you ask me, I have considered in this format. So I have taken it as this is nothing but 2 power 6 I have taken. So after that I have taken 32 means 2 power 5, and after that I have taken 16 means 2 power 4. So I have taken, so after which I have taken directly the 2 power of 0. 2 power of 0 is nothing but 1. So I have taken only this one. So you can also check, you can cross verify this one. The 2 power of 6 64 plus 2 power of 5 32, and 2 power of 4 happens to be 16, 2 power of 0 1. So if I sum it up, I'll get the positive number that happens to be 113. Is it clear for you guys? So if I want to convert into the binary, and if I want to show you, so I would like to consider in this way. If I want to convert this one, so this will be, I'll get it in this format. So let me take it as, let me consider it as, yeah. So I would like to consider as in the 2 to the power of 7, will be having anything. So I don't have anything, that is 0. Is there 2 to the power of 7 is available? So it is not available. So it is 0. So 2 to the power of 6 is available? Yes, I would like to tell it as 1. 5 is available? Yes, 1. 4 is available? Yes, 1. 3 is available? No, 0. So is that 2 to the power of 2 is available? No, 0. So and after that, are you having this 2 to the power of 1? No, 0, right? I would like to consider as 0. And lastly, 2 to the power of 0 is there? Yes, I would like to type as 1. This is with respect to positive number 113. Is it clear for you guys? If you take the positive number, if I take directly this one, so whatever you're seeing here, if I take this one, if I place it here, that is how you are going to store the positive 113. But I want to store negative 113. If I want to store negative 113, I'm supposed to do two steps. What are the two steps? I'm supposed to take one's complement now first. I would like to consider, I would like to take one's complement. Let me consider here. You convert into the one's complement, one's complement, one's complement. That is what I can tell. Please convert into the one's complement. How to convert into one's complement? So in the engineering days also you have studied. So whatever, in whichever the place 0 is there, convert into 1. If 1 is there, convert into 0. I would like to convert into 1 0 0 0 1 1 1 0. Is it clear for you guys? Exactly whatever the data that is present above, I have converted the opposite of it. If 0 is there, 1. 1 is there, 0. 1 is there, 0. 1 is there, 0. 0 is there, 1 1 1 0. Is it clear for you guys? So once you get the one's complement like this, for this one's complement, now you are supposed to add 1. So I would like to tell it as the plus symbol. So I would like to take the text here. So let me tell it as I am like to add it as plus 1 is what I'm going to do. Is that clear for you guys? What you should be doing? You should be adding 1 to it. If you try to add 1 to it, what will happen? Observe now carefully. Whenever you will add 1 immediately to the 1's complement, if you add plus 1, it will become 2's complement. So I would like to consider the value now. So observe now what will happen. So I would like to consider this happens to be 1 0 0. Maybe I'll come from the left. 0 plus 1 happens to be 1. So after that 1 is there. After that 1, 3 ones are there. So after that one more 1 is there. After that 0 0 0, 3 zeros, and finally this happens to be 1. If you try to add 1 to it, so 0 plus 1 will become 1, and remaining 3 ones here, 3 ones, remaining 3 zeros, 3 zeros, 1. Is that clear for everyone? Yes? Yeah. This is what we are going to call it as 2's complement. Observe now carefully. I would like to tell it as, so this is nothing but the 2's complement. So I would like to tell it as, this is the 2's complement. Sir, why we should take a 2's complement, all those things, why it is required? So in the same format, it is going to store the negative numbers inside the memory. Is that clear for everyone? Yeah. If someone asks you, so how the negative numbers are stored inside the memory, then your answer should be like this. So whatever the data is there, first it is going to check whether it is currently, if you tell -113 also, it will neglect the symbol, it will take 113. That 113 number, first it will be converted into the positive numbers and it will take the binary of it. Once it is going to take the binary, it will convert into the ones complement. Once if you take ones complement, so you'll get some certain value, the reverse of exactly whatever is there for the positive number. For that plus one, if you do, so you'll get the twos complement. The twos complement is what we are going to tell it as the negative number. Why we are supposed to do all these things? You can see the MSP now. What is the MSP now? The MSP, the most significant bit here happens to be 1. 1 means what? It is negative data. Now, if I want to store the same thing within this, I want to do the internal implementation now. So I would like to consider it as this is nothing but the 1. So let me consider this happens to be 1. So in the same way, I got the 3 zeros here. So 0, and I like to tell it as 0. And here also it is 0. Here also it is 0. Here also it is after the 3 zeros, only 3 zeros, right? Sorry. This happens to be 1. This happens to be 1. And here also this happens to be 1. Let me extend this one. So I like to tell it as this happens to be 1, and finally this happens to be 1. Is it clear for you guys, for everyone? So let me place it here exactly. So I can see now, so if you want to store the negative number, so what you're supposed to do, take the positive number, do the ones complement. For the one complement, add 1 plus 1 you do. So whatever the answer you're going to get, that is what we are going to call it as twos complement. The twos complements is what actually stored inside the memory. Is that clear for everyone? How a negative number is stored inside the memory? So if someone asks you with respect to the byte, you should be knowing what is the size. It happens to be 1 byte. So let me put a box for this as well. So I would like to tell it as, if size someone asks, it is 1 byte. So what is the range? If you ask, it is -128 to +127. So if someone asks how the positive numbers are stored, directly you will convert into binary and you're going to store. But when they ask how to store it in the negative number, so the internal implementation with respect to positive number, it's very easy, you know that. So that's why I'm showing you the internal implementation of a byte with respect to the negative number. Is that clear for you guys? Yes. So quickly copy this one, taking the heading as internal implementation of a byte. So let me put a line in between. So I would like to consider it in this way. Yeah, fine. So copy this one by taking the heading as internal implementation of a byte. So like this, all the internal implementation I'll be explaining in this today's class. So I'll show you the demonstration as well for the valid and invalid inputs, and along with that, I'll be showing you the internal implementations as well. So copy this one quickly. Done with this. So pause and copy. So let me go to my notes now. So I'd like to share the screen itself. Let me go to the notepad. Yeah. So here I would like to give some points now. So I would like to consider it as internal implementation. So internal implementation of a byte. So let me tell this is the one. So I would like to consider this happens to be maybe in this I want to tell MSB. So what is this? MSB stands for the most significant bit. So what is the duty of this most significant bit? If MSB is 0, if MSB is 0, then the data is considered in the data is considered as what type of number? It is considered as positive number. It is considered as positive number or positive data. If the data is 1, if the data is 1, then it is considered as negative number. Is it clear for you guys? It is considered as negative number. And along with that, so I would like to add one more note point here. So I would like to tell the note point, conversion of conversion of negative data, and storing it in the memory. Conversion of negative data and storing it in the memory. How you're going to do that? So if someone asks you can tell that positive positive number are directly positive numbers are directly stored, whereas negative numbers are stored in what type? In two's complement. Stored in two's complement. This is what you should be remembering. You should not forget these things. Is that clear for you guys? Yes. So whatever the diagram is there, I would like to give the numbers, because when you are revising, it would be very easy for you. I would like to consider this happens to be the figure 1. So I would like to tell it as a figure 1. So, and the next one happens to be the figure 2. So whatever the data types that you have taken, that is figure 2. And this one happens to be the figure 3, and here I would like to tell it as this happens to be the figure 4 for the internal implementation. So in the same way, so I will do it in the notes as well. So now observe carefully. So I would like to consider as when we started, this is with respect to the figure 1. So let me add this as well. I would like to tell it as figure 1. You can take this point, and after figure 2 you can consider this one. I would like to tell it as this is figure 2. So after that we have came into the byte 1, so you can consider the figure 3 here. After that you can write this notes, and figure 4 for this I would like to tell it as this is nothing but the figure 4. So corresponding diagram you write it first, so later you update the notes. Is that clear for you? Yes. Can I proceed with the next one? Yeah, I'll be moving with the next one. So I'd like to go for the new page. So in the new page, I want to explain the next data type. By seeing the diagram, you tell me which is the next one. Yes, very good. The next one happens to be the numeric data type itself. So we are going to call it as the short. So what is this short data type is all about is what we are trying to understand now. So if I want to take anything, first what I should be doing. So let me go with the regular procedure. I will consider a variable. So I would like to consider a variable. After considering the variable, it's my duty to assign the data type. Instead of telling it as byte, I will tell it as short. Sir, why short is required when we have the byte? So you know that you can give only the maximum value up to 127, and minus the minimum value happens to be minus 128. More than that, if you want to give some values, so what are you going to do? Suppose in that byte, suppose we are going to give some like age and all. So age, if you want to tell, you can give it up to maximum 127. Who will leave up to 127? That is a different story. 60, 70 and all gone case itself. But still, for age representation, you can go with the byte. No issues. You can tell it as, hey, what is your age means? You can tell. In which standard you are studying means, you can tell the grade and all. You can tell it with respect to the byte. But more than 127, more than minus 128 if you want, you cannot go with the byte. So then the people invented something called as short. So what is the size, what is the range, what is the internal implementation, everything will be understanding now. Observe carefully. I would like to consider this happens to be short a. If I try to tell like this is called as what? Yeah, this is called as declaration. I want to do the initialization. So what I'll be doing, the declaration as well as the initialization in the same line also you can do. I would like to tell it as here itself. I like to tell it as 10. So can I give it as 10? No issues. Yeah, what is the size you should be understanding now. So let me consider it as the size. Let me consider here. So I would like to tell this happens to be size. So what is the size here means the size they are given here happens to be 2 bytes they are given. Is it clear for you? So when it comes to the bytes, so how many bytes they are given? 1 byte they are given. So here 2 bytes is what they are given. So let me tell it as 2 bytes is given for the size of the shot, and along with that we should be knowing the range, right? I would like to consider this happens to be the range. So what is the range? If someone asks, you can tell like this. So again, let us go with the same old formula. There is no change in that. So minus 2, and we'll have 2 minus 2, and I would like to consider this happens to be minus 2 plus 2, and I would like to tell it as minus 1 here. So I'll like to place it. So over it, so I like to tell it as this is nothing but minus n minus 1, 2 here also n minus 1 minus 1. Is that clear for everyone? So let me do it in this way. So I can consider now. So I like to take a space little bit here. Yeah. So again, it's not sitting in the correct place. Okay, so let me tell it as this is nothing but 2 to the power of n minus 1 to the plus 2 to the power of n minus 1 minus 1. This time, what is the n value? I would like to tell it as where the n equals what? Yeah, number of bits or bits. It is number of bits. So what is the number of bits when you take the 2 bytes? The n value happens to be 16, right? I would like to consider that here. I would like to consider n equals 16. So when you have n equals 16, so you can easily tell the calculations now. So I would like to consider the thing here. I would like to tell it as minus 2 2 plus plus 2 to the power of, I to tell 2 to the power of 8 minus 1 minus 1 is what I am going to tell. The powers I'll be adding now. Observe now carefully. So somewhere here I will take that. So by taking that, I would like to tell it as this is nothing but, so it is 16 minus 1. So in the same way here also I would like to take it is 16 minus 1. So you know the answer. It is nothing but 2 to the power of 16 minus 1, that is 15. From here also the same thing. But overall, what you should be understanding here is you should be correctly knowing the value here. So I would like to take the value here. So what is the value I'm going to take? If you ask me, the value for this, if you ask me, so what is the 2 to the power of 15, and what is the 2 to the power of 15 minus 1? If you ask me, so it is nothing but minus 32,768. This is what I can tell. To 32,000, 767. If there is 768, it is 767 because minus 1 is what you have done already. Yeah, I would like to consider this is what the actual range that you can give. Range means what? The maximum number that you can store and the minimum data that you can store it here. Is it clear for you everyone? So if I like to consider the representation, so I would like to consider like this. So if I like to consider so let me put it here. So let me tell you as internal implementation internal implementation of short. So this is what I can tell: internal implementation of short. So if I want to divide it, so I don't want to divide into 16 pieces. Don't expect all those things. It's again, it will the time consuming, so it will take so much of time. So let me do it in this way. So I would like to consider in this way. So dash dash dash. So I like to put the last box. So if I take it as the last box, you know that so what will be the value? So I would like to consider it here. So I would like to tell it as what is the 2 power of? 15 will be there. So I would like to consider, yeah, one more box anyways I have taken. Let me take it as 2. Now listen carefully. So I would like to consider the last one as well. So 2. Yeah. So after doing that, I need to give the power here. So I will tell it as 15. So here I will tell it as 14. So again it is the dash 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 dash. So ultimately, so you'll be having the last one happens to be 0. Is that clear for you guys? Is that clear for everyone? So I would like to place it here. So according to this, I will try to place this as well. It's 2 to the power of 15, 2 to the power of 14, and you can see now this is 2 to the power of 0, and till you have these boxes. Whether it is a positive number, if you want to store, you can store it in the same way. Whether it is a negative number, already you came to know that how you're going to convert into one's complement from the two's complement, and the two's complement is what you're going to store. Whether it is a byte, whether it is short, the MSP is MSP itself. There is no difference at all. So let me take some examples now. By taking the examples, let me explain, demonstrate how the short will work. So remember one thing, short data type, this is the rarely used data type in the Java. Maybe today I'm using this short data type. Maybe in my entire Java class, maybe this is the last time I'll be using the short data type in the program. Why also I'll be telling, because people will generally will go for the next one that happens to be the integer. So let me go for the notes part. So I would like to consider the next one here by taking a line. The next one happens to be the second one, the short data type. So I would like to tell it as this is nothing but the short data type. So what is this short data type is all about? Now let me give you some points. So you tell me quickly what is the size for this short? What is the size? So I would like to consider the size happens to be how many bits? 1 bit or 2 bits? 2 bytes. So I would like to consider here they are given 2 byte. So let me consider it as 2 byte. And what is the range? So what is the range that they are given? Yeah, the range happens to be minus 32,768 to positive number 32,768 or 767. It is 767. Is that clear for you guys? This is the range. And let me take some examples now. I would like to consider it as example. So after considering the example, let me take the examples now. So as normal, you know that I would like to take the variable. So I would like to tell it as maybe 50. So 50 can I consider? Is that within the range? I will tell it as this is the short. So after telling this one, let me go to the same place. Let me copy this one. Let me paste it back, paste it back, paste it back, paste it back. And instead of 50, I would like to tell the next one that happens to be maybe 500. I will tell this is more than 127. Let us check whether it will take or not. So at the same time, actually this will be used in order to tell the salary. I used to tell it as the salary. Maybe salary in the beginning level, if you take 50,000, it will not work. It will extend the limit. I will consider the salary happens to be some 25,000. So it is acceptable. I will take 50.5. I would like to consider this happens to be maybe the exact number. I will take 32,768. 768 is what I'm going to consider. So let me check really it's going to work and what are the errors that we'll be getting when you give the invalid things. Let me copy this one. So after copying this, let me go to the program page. So let me go here. So I think is that visible, right? Yeah. I would like to consider file, new, a Java program. So whatever here is there, so I will erase this. After erasing this, maybe I want to give, I would like to give it as short example. So after doing that, so that I will paste it back here. So I would like to consider the indentation part, or let me tell it as paste it here. So let me indentate it. So after indentating, you know that so I will comment all these things. Let me comment this one, let me comment this one, let me comment this one, and let me comment this as well. Now listen carefully. So let me comment this as well. So let me tell it as a variable itself. So let me compile it. So it will ask me to save. So I would like to tell it as this happens to be short example. So let me save this one. Compilation is done for the first one. Yeah, and I will do the execution now. Control 2. So 50 it is taking, no issues. Let me comment this one. So let me take this one. Let me take it as 500. 500, is that possible with respect to the byte? The maximum itself 127. Can I give 500 there? Not possible. But here, let me check whether it's going to work. It has to work. Let me compile it. So let me execute it. Yeah, 500 it is taking, no issue. And let me compile this one. 25,000. So if I take the 25,000, cannot find the symbol A. So let me go back and okay, sorry. So I've taken it as salary. So it is holding me. I would like to tell for this one particular. So I would like to tell it as the salary. So let me compile this. So let me execute this. So 25,000 also it is taking. No worry. So I would like to tell it as A, and let me comment this as well. So let me take this one, let me compile it. So now it is coding very badly, and the same old coding you can observe here. Possible lossy conversion from double to short. The lossy conversion, this is what you will be understanding in the typecasting. So let me come back. So this is invalid, which will give me the error. So after which, let me go for this one and let me check. I would like to tell it as compile. When I do the compilation, this is exceeding the limit. So it is 637. So, and if you are giving 68, so you're going to get the trouble here. Is that clear for you guys? Yes. So like this, so many examples I can keep on giving you, but chart is very rarely used, and you know that internal implementation as well. Let me come back to the screen. Okay, you can take quickly take the screenshot of it. Type and execute all these programs and do all the trial and error method. And let me get back to the screen now. So I'll give some points now. Do copy it. So let me go to the notes part. Let me go there. So observe now. So these are the examples. Quickly tell me which are the valid and invalid ones. So I would like to tell this happens to be the valid one. So and the next one happens to be 500. Is that valid? Yes, it is valid. I would like to tell this also happens to be valid one. So next happens to be 25,000. Is that valid? Yes, it is valid within the range. And if I take this one as example, so immediately the JVM will scold me saying it as it is invalid. So I would like to consider this happens to be the invalid. And the last one happens to be, I would like to consider this happens to be invalid because you're crossing the limit. It is 767 positive number. You taken 768. Is that clear? So I would like to give one note point also here. So please observe now carefully. So why the short the people are not using? If you ask me, I would like to consider the note point here. So by telling it as the note point, so I would like to write like this. So let me tell it as a note. So short data type, data type is rarely used, rarely used, rarely used in Java rarely used in Java because 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 this data type this data type is suitable for 16-bit processor. It is suitable for 16-bit processor, 16-bit processor. However, so however, however, we are using we are using 32 bit we are using 32 bit and 64-bit processor. We are using 32-bit and 64-bit processor nowadays. So nowadays, hence, hence, short short data type is rarely short data type is rarely used. Short data type is rarely used. Are you getting my point? Previously, few microprocessor in the initial stage in the 90s, and all, it's a 16-bit processor. So if you want, I can show you that as well. So observe now. So let me share you the screen. So let me open this PC. So you can see now in the this PC, if I tell it as properties, if I tell it as property correctly, it will tell. So how many the RAM size happen to be the 4 GB, and you have the 64-bit operating system. So 64-bit the processor is what we are having now. So 32-bit also will be there in few computer, but 16-bit processor nowadays people are not using. So that is the reason the short is also it is so rarely used. Is that clear for you guys? So let me go to my whiteboard. So you have completely got the clarity. What is the size? What is the range? What is the internal implementation? Exactly like the byte itself. For negative numbers, go with the 2's complement. And you know that which are the valid example, invalid examples. So it is rarely used because it is suitable for the 16-bit. See, 16-bit 0 to 15, 16-bit. So that's why people will go up with the next one. The next one is actually the very, 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 very important. So let me go with the new page. So let me take a new one. So next one happens to be the very important one. So I would like to consider this happens to be the integer part. I would like to call it as int. So int is what we are going to consider now. As normal, I'll go with my regular procedure. I would like to consider a variable. So if I consider a variable, so I would assign some value. Let me start with the data. So data is what I'm supposed to consider. I would like to consider 46. So this is what I want to assign. I will assign to a variable. For this variable, value has been assigned, but for the variable, the data type is what I'm supposed to assign. I would like to tell it as int. So this is what already I've seen in all the languages. So generally, if it is a smaller number, also our mind will go to take the integer itself. Why it is int is what now today I'll be understanding. So after this, as normal, you know that so we have to understand what is the size that is available. The size that is available for the byte happens to be 1 byte. For the short happens to be 2 byte. Now don't tell for the integer this happens to be 3 byte. There is nothing called as 3 byte, guys. It's not in the order 1 byte, 2 byte, 3 byte. So after the 2 byte, it is next the double of it that happens to be 4 bytes. I would like to consider this happens to be 4 bytes. So what is the size? If someone asks, you can tell that the size happens to be 4 byte with respect to what? With respect to the integer. Next, I want to explain the range. So if I want to take up the range, so the range I would like to tell like this. So this happens to be the range. So if range means you know that all the previous procedure, whatever I've done, so in the same way, so it's my duty to explain it again. I would like to tell it as minus 2 2 minus 2, sorry, the plus 2 minus 1. So this is the range. So for that I should be telling it as n minus 1, n minus 1 and n minus 1. So let me place it here, then I'll understand where I'm supposed to type. So let me take it here and let me consider, I think somewhere it is present. So n minus 1. Is that clear? So let me place it above, let me place it here. Yeah. So it is 2 to the power of n minus 1, 2 plus 2 to the power of n minus 1 minus 1. So where, again, the same old story, in the same format I want to give it here. So I'll tell it as where n equals what? The number of bits, not bytes, it is number of bits. So can you tell me what is the number of bits if I take the 4 bytes? So I would like to consider the n value now. The n value happens to be 32. So if the n value happens to be 32, you can only tell me the calculation. So I need not to worry here. So this is minus 2 to the power of 2 plus 2 to the power of the minus 1. So for this, I like to add that one. So I would like to consider it as this is nothing but 32 minus 1, 2, 32 minus 1 minus 1. Is that clear for you guys? Let me put it in a correct place. So this is what actually the range now. So let me consider it here. Yeah, 2 to the power of 32 minus 1, 2 plus 2 to the power of 32 minus 1. So what is the value? If you ask me, it is the huge number compared to the previous one. So I would like to consider it in this way. I would like to consider this happens to be minus 21, minus 21, 47, minus 21, 47, 47, 48, 48, 36, 36, and 48. So this is the range 2, 21, 47, 48, 47, 48, 36, and again 48. So 48. So I would like to consider 47 because minus 1 is what you are going to do. Is that clear? Is that clear for you? Uh, Let me put it within a box now. So this is the range that you'll be getting. Yeah. So let me put it here. This is the range. You can give the minimum value till this and maximum value till this. Sir, where will be using this much number of value, So if you want to take up the company turnover, so if you want to calculate some budget, at that point of time, the short is very limited, it is having till 32,000. Okay. Assume that your salary itself is the 50,000. Can you put it in the short? Can you put it in the byte? Not possible, right? So you should be giving with respect to the next one, that is integer. So if I want to tell, maybe if I consider it as internal implementation, I would like to consider it as internal implementation, internal implementation, internal implementation of integer. So it is exactly similar to the byte and short, whatever you've done. But here the range will increase, that's all. So if I want to take up the range, so I would like to consider the range something like this. So again, you know that I need not to write the each and every box. I would like to consider this. So after doing that, the last one is what I will generally consider. So the range you should be knowing it correctly. That's all. That is my intention. So let me tell some dash here. So after which let me consider this happens to be, I would like to consider 2, and the last one also happens to be 2 itself. So I would like to consider it here. So this is 2. So the 2 to the power of what is what you should be understanding. 2 to the power of 31, and here also let me extend and tell it as 0 in the beginning. So I would like to consider this happens to be 2 to the power of 0. So you can see now. So this is nothing but d2 to the power of 31 and 2 to the power of 0 now. Yeah, is that clear for you guys? This is the range. The positive numbers also will convert into binary and you will store it. The negative number also will convert into the respective two's complement and you are going to store it, and this is how you are going to store the values. So copy this one quickly. So let me give you some points. Completed with this, let me share you the screen with respect to the notes. So let me go here. So let me give you the examples first. So I would like to consider this is the end of the particular short data type. The next one happens to be, so integer is what I would like to consider. So the int data type, int data type is what I like to consider. So for the integer data type also, as normal, I would like to consider the size. So I would like to consider the size here. What is the size that you are going to provide? Can you tell me? Can you tell me what is the size that you are going to provide? 1 byte or 2 byte or 3 byte? So it is 4 byte is what you are going to provide. So after giving this, so let me tell you the range as well. For this range happens to be minus 21, 21, 47, 48, 36, 48 again. See, big number, no? So I would like to tell it as the positive number of 21, 47, 48, 36, 36, 47. That is what I can tell. So after telling it as range, let me take you some example. So let me take it as example. So example is what I will consider. Int is the data type. Now I'll be telling. I would like to tell it as int. So after telling it as int, let me take some value. Maybe a equals 46. Can I give? No issue. Yeah, I can take it as 46. No worries with this. And along with that, maybe can I consider some more examples here? I will consider the So few more examples is what we are going to consider. Observe now carefully. So 46 can I take? Yes, it is a valid number. There is no doubt in that. So let me take a few more examples here. So let me consider this happens to be maybe I will take some fancy numbers. 420 is what I'll be considering. So let us check is that going to work. And for this, so can I take some the maximum value? I will take this time your salary will revise. Assume that previously in the chart you have 25,000 of salary. So in the int, assume that the salary has been revised. So you'll be getting somewhere around 60,000 per month. So let me check whether it is going to work. So maybe 34.5 if you see your marks. So sometimes it is not considered as pass. Your teachers will not pass you in any subject. So 35 is the number required to pass any exam. So that also I'll consider. And let me take the maximum number. The maximum number I would take happens to be 21, 47, 48, 36, 36, and the 47 is what I'll be taking. The maximum number, I'll check it out. So in the same way, I'll check the number which is more than a maximum. So let me consider this and let me paste it now. So let me consider this here. So let me cut it and paste it back. So let me paste it here. So I would like to consider this happens to be 7 and this one happens to be 8. Yeah. So these are the examples I want to check. Some more example you can write in your laptops. So let me copy all these examples now. So let me copy from here to here. Let me copy. So let me quickly share you the screen. So with respect to the program. So I would like to go to the program now. As normal for integer also, I'll take a brand new file. So let me go here and tell it as a Java file. So everything is ready. I would like to tell it as this is nothing but the int example. So I would like to take it as int example. So and after this, I would like to paste so all of my piece of code which is available. Let me indentate it. So after indentating it, you know that only one line is what I was supposed to execute at given point of time. All the other lines I'll be commenting it. I would like to take it as A. Let me comment all the remaining lines that is available. So let me comment this. Let me comment this. Let me comment this as well. Let me comment this. For your understanding, I'm taking a few examples. You can try out the multiple examples. Let me compile it. I have to save before that. That is what the software will tell me now. So if I tell it as control 1, it is taking some time now. So let me take the same name. I would like to consider it as int example. So the extension happens to be Java. So after that, it will go for compilation. So in the compilation, no issue. And let me execute it. 46 it is taking, no doubt with that. So let me take the 420. So let me compile it. So in my college days also, I had one friend. We used to keep the pet name as 420. So I remember him. So let me consider the next one. So let me compile it. So there is no issue. Let me execute it. Yeah, 60,000 also revised salary you will get. That's not a problem. After this, let me check this one. So directly, if I click on control 1, so no problem. If you're thinking it is coding you very badly, possibly lossy conversion. So again, this is what you'll be understanding in the typecasting, but you cannot give this point that is what you call as floating point. What you'll be understanding that floating numbers, all those things in next couple of minutes. But this will give me the error. That is what I can tell. So let me give me the limit, the maximum limit. So after that, if I try to execute, no problem. So I'm getting the result. So in case if I cross the limit as normal, what will happen? So let me try to execute this one. So again, I'm getting the same old thing. Integer number too large. That is what I'm telling. This time I'm not getting something called as lossy precisions. I'm not getting. but it is saying that integer number itself is too large. So int a happens to be this. So for this, so what you can do it here is, if you want to take the value which is more than 21, 47, 48, 36, 48, so you can do one more extra fitting here. What is that extra fitting is what my next data type, which happens to be long. In Java, by default, whenever you're going to type something, it will take it as integer itself. If you want, as a programmer, if you want to specifically, then you can take it as byte, you can take it as short, and you can make it as int. But by default, it will be considering it as integer itself. So what I'm going to do for this one, if you ask me, so I would like to add one more extra point here. So I would like to add L as the suffix here. So if I tell it as L, so let me execute this one. So again, it is showing some error. So just a second. So I would like to tell it as L. So let me compile it. That is showing the same problem. Just a second. So let me go to the screen. So with respect to the integer, we have checked. Let me go to the screen now and let me show the same thing again. So if I try to suffix with respect to the L, and if I try to execute, so it is giving me the scolding saying that impossible lossy conversion, but I'm not getting my previous error saying that the integer number is too large. So what I'll be doing, let me take it as the next one. The next one happens to be the long data type. And for the long data type, what I'll be doing, now, if I try to execute this one, observe carefully now. So I'll take it to the next line and I will try to execute this one. If I compile, again, I'm getting the same old error saying that integer number is too large. So what I should be doing in this case is, whenever you are going to use the long, so you should be suffixing with the L. So it may be a smaller L or capital L, whichever you want, you can use it. So I would like to tell it as compile it, so no issue. And if I tell it as execute, and there is absolutely no issues. So you can see now. So let me take this line and let me copy it and let me paste it back here again. So let me paste it back, but this time I want to take it as a capital L. Let me show you, because already I've told you it is case sensitive. So whether it will work for the capital L and small l, both the things I want to demonstrate here. So uh, see, you can see now for the capital L, if you give, it is showing that the variable is already defined. Okay, uh, variable is already defined. Let me comment this one. Let me compile this. Yeah, I can see now, no problem. And if I execute, absolutely fine. It is taking both the small l and the capital L. Is that clear for you guys? For the integer, so you know the range now. So I would like to go to the screen and you can see now integer size happens to be 4 bytes and the range happens to be this. So if I go for the more than this number, so by default it is considered as integer and it will tell it is too large. Maybe example, if I want to tell means I can go with this way. So whenever you want to find out some long distance, so let me go to my notes itself. So you can see now, so all these examples are valid. So let me tell whether it is valid or invalid first. Then we'll move to the next one. So this is valid, no problem. So after that, you can observe here, this is also a valid one, no problem. So the next one happens to be, is this valid? Yes, it is a valid one. So is this valid? So no, so this happens to be invalid one. So is that valid? So it is valid, but integer number is too large. That is what I can tell. So this is what the valid number, because this is within the range. Next one, if I take, so this is, I can tell it as integer number is too large. Too large. That is what I can tell. Maybe I can tell like this. We can use long data type. That is what I can tell. We can use the long data type. So let me put a line here. So let me go to the next one. The fourth one happens to be the long data type. For the long data type, again, I did not to write the diagram. All those things are not required. Directly, I'll show you what exactly this, because already I understood the byte and the float. I mean to say the byte, short, and the int. Now we are discussing with the long. For the long, so maybe I can tell like this. Whenever you want to take out the sometimes so int data type whatever you will be having, so int data type is not sufficient, is not sufficient is not sufficient to hold to hold to hold big values. I can tell it cannot hold the big values. Then we should go for we should we should go for what? We should go for long data type. We should go for long data type. Is it clear for you? We should go for a long data type. Now let me take some example. I would tell it as this happens to be the example. So, and I like to tell it as maybe sunlight sunlight travel in 1 year. So this number, it's a very huge number. So if you want to type that, then you should be using this long. And I can tell the distance between the distance between. So maybe I can consider earth and Mars. That is what I can tell. So this is also the long data, So the huge data, I cannot use the integer, so I should be using this. And whenever you are going to use, so let me tell you the size now. So I can tell you the size. So size of this particular long happens to be, it is nothing but the 8 bytes. So I would like to call it as 8 bytes. You can imagine, so the number of bits that is available. So almost 64 bits I will be getting. So I would like to consider it as the 64 bits is available. So to store the memory. So in the same way, if I want to speak about the range, the range, if you ask me, so it is almost minus 2 to the power of minus 2 to the power of 63 to plus 2 to the power of 2 to the power of 2 to the power of 63 minus 1. So this is the range. So if you have a free time, please calculate what is this 2 to the power of 63 and to try to write it in the notes. So that is what I can tell about the long data type. So for the huge number, so we are going to use this a long data type. So if I want to give a clarity, so let me go to the notes part and you can see it here. So we have started our discussion with respect to the data types, and in that I have taken the primitive data type. So from the primitive data type, we have taken the four numeric data types: byte, short, int, long, all those things. So after which we have taken the byte in the beginning. So in the byte, the size happens to be 1 byte, that is 8 bit. The range happens to be minus 128 to 127. After that, I have taken the example: do type it and execute. Do some trial and error method here. So what do you mean by MSP? The most significant bit. If it is 0, that means it is positive. If it is 1, means it is negative. So how to store a negative number also already I've explained. Take a ones complement of it, add 1, so it will become 2's complement. The 2's complement, if you store, that is what we are going to call it as the then storage of negative number. So after that, I've taken the short data type. You know that short data type is rarely used because it is suitable only for the 16-bit processor, but today we are using 32-bit and 64-bit processor. So it is rarely used. Instead of short, people will directly go for the int data type. By default, everyone will use this int data type itself. So for all the small number and big number, we will use the int data type. And what is the size of this? The size of the int happens to be 4 bytes, and the range happens to be, you can see here, the huge number is there. And along with that, whenever it is you're exceeding the maximum limit of the int, then the people will go with respect to the long data type. And whenever you're trying to tell the long data type, the one expectation happens to be, so I would like to add it as a note point. What is that note point? So whenever we use whenever we use long data type, whenever we use the long data type, we must we must suffix we must suffix we must suffix the data with we must suffix the data with L. With L, I like to tell it as both uppercase and lowercase can be used. Both uppercase and lowercase can be used. So I should be suffixing with respect to the L. If you don't suffix, it will treat it as an integer number itself. Again, you'll be getting the trouble while executing. Is that clear for you guys? So let me show you the image now. So in this data type, I've given the introduction. I've shown you the primitive data type, non-primitive data type. I'll speak as and when the time comes. So in this today's class, we were seeing only about the numeric part. So in the numeric part, we have integer. In the integer, we have four types: the byte, short, int, long. So all these things. Maybe in my next class, I'll be starting with respect to the float and double. Next, we'll come to the char and boolean. So then we'll move on to some more topics. So until then, please type and execute the programs, so you'll get the better clarity. And along with that, I want all of you to write the notes. That is very, very important. If you are not writing the notes, it's very difficult for you people to revise. So let me end this session by concluding the long data type. So the remaining, the float, double, char, boolean, all those things I'll be doing in my next class. Until then, type and practice. Do attend the classes regularly. Thank you.